Interesting. Cody Rhodes starting. This is interesting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Shut up. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Now I don't have audio for some reason. Hang on. I'm figuring it out.
I think Roman Reigns is the greatest.
Ooh, interesting. Wasn't expecting this.
All right. How about now?
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
So out of respect between Kevin and I'm asking nicely if you all need a little conversation.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to call out.
All right. So Kevin's coming out right now on my end.
Okay. Okay, I just paused it when he's about to talk.
What's that?
I just paused it when he's about to talk.
Okay. Can you hear mine at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now they're doing highlights. He's in the ring. Has a mic. Hand up to mouth to ear. Rubbing chin. Now getting ready to talk. Talking and... Oh, hang on. Crowd's cheering still. Talking now.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. We've been over this. Oh. Listen. Just hear me out. I don't think this is a conversation between two people. Hey, Kev. I think it's a conversation that involves another party. Please, say.
Oh, so we're going to use Cody to get these two together.
I like it.
By the way, Stream Yards gives me the option to give you the option to share this stream on your stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that a while back. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, well, I just got the update for it, so I did it for you. So you wanted to...
Oh, cool.
It's up to you.
Kevin, you're good. All right. The spirit, the love of Wrestlemania, I've done this already. I'm going to do it again here. I'm going to peel back the curtain slightly for those who don't know. This is the perfect place for the world to find out. I have an incredible respect and love for you, Kevin Owens. It's true because 6 or 7 years ago, when I was so bold as to say to WWE, good luck in your future endeavors, I said it with this confidence that didn't really exist. It was false. I needed help. I needed contacts. I needed structure. I needed to know the system was out there. I needed someone to have my back, someone to root for me. You, sir, introduced me to some friends. You, sir, made that easy for me. You, sir, better my livelihood.
True.
It's a favor I could never repay, but I really would like to repay it here in this moment. We're all here. Why don't we have the conversation?
It's interesting they're using Cody as the mediator.
Yeah, this is an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah, I think, Kev, I haven't heard everything you have to say. And that's why I don't really know what else to say at this point, because I feel like throughout the years, whether we were friends or enemies, we've done some pretty unspeakable stuff to each other, okay?
God knows they have.
And we've always somehow found a way to get back, to forgive each other, to get on the same page, and I just, for the life of me, can't understand why this time is so different. I don't understand. So if there's something, never mind what I have to say, if there's something you need to say, if there's something you need to get off your chest, tell me. If you need to scream at me, do it. If listen. I heard him out. Are we good? Did you get what you want?
Of course.
Kevin's like, yeah, I ain't having it.
I wanted. Did I get what I wanted? That's. You both know better than anyone. We are in the service industry. We are in the people-pleasing business. It doesn't matter.
Looking like a true baby face.
What I want. Sure, it is what I want. It's what Michael Cole wants. It's what everybody wants. It's what they want. It's what every single person, this guy wants. He wants. She wants. They want. Every single one of these people want to see you guys back on the same page.
Look it out. Nice.
I get the crowd yelling, hug it out. That's not a chant I thought I'd ever hear.
I want it. It's in your best interest. It's in my best interest. If we can come together to understand, we can do something magical. We can do something magical. We can be the ones that bring down the ones. And I know it might take years till this is totally repaired. But I told you before, we don't even need to do this as friends. We just need to work together. And I know. I've heard it. That's why I heard everything you have to say. I've heard you say it for weeks. You don't need a friend. You don't want a friend. You just need a fight with you. So that you can take on the Bloodline together. I get it, okay? That's what's best for business. And we don't have to be friends. We don't need to be friends to do it. But Matt, why would I fight? Why would I fight for someone who doesn't even want me?
Oh,
That's
a twist.
Look, man, Cody, thank you for trying to do this. I really appreciate it. But I'm all set, right?
He has a point there.
He does, but I mean, he's the one that basically said he wanted nothing to do with them. So
Kevin sending mixed signals.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
All right.
The hell is a Kansas City Showdown?
Mm-hmm.
I really hope Rey smashes his face in.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win that title.
Sorry if I'm low energy. I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
I've been up to 5 my time, so I get it.
This was my first working day of being up at 4:30.
Oh wow.
So I was reading that article about Kofi.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it was just a complete, like, it wasn't even a fuck up. It was just.
It was a fluke. It was just a fluke.
It means he's going to be out, 2 months at minimum.
Mm-hmm. Which means he's going to be missing Mania, which sucks.
Listen to your TV guy. Drive us a switching
Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second here.
All right.
Introducing the crispy corn pizza, only from beatdown.
Sunday on Fox. Tonight, 10 Congressman Matt Cartwright gets elected on the federal money that could fund a new train route for his grandson to New York. I'll tell you what he had to say. While the schools are celebrating as students find out where they will do their residencies. So our one class in Scranton is rejoicing. That's it.
Smackdown, where you can play all of your favorite casino games. And if you're down after your first day, you'll get up to $1,000 back to play again. Download FanDuel Casino today.
Yeah, nice. I don't even think that. You could save hundreds for state driver every week. Customize your car trip. There's always pay for what you need.
Sorry, I'm just getting ready to buy WWE 2K23 on the PS4. I was just turning on my PlayStation to make sure it would start downloading while I'm doing all this shit.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
So did you see at the beginning of the video that we got bombarded with bots?
No, I didn't. Well, no. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah. Hey, it helps the algorithm.
I was going to say, hey, it means you're popular.
It helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, that's neat. I can pause my camera.
Oh, cool.
I have a new camera, so I'm tinkering with it.
Oh, okay. I thought things looked different.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Nice. Very nice. Oh, he's leaving.
Oh, more. I like that car.
We are friends. We'll always be friends. We're not just friends, we're brothers. You understand that? We're brothers. If you never want to talk to me ever again, that's fine. Just want to let you know I love you, okay? That's it. That's it.
I'm waiting for a car crash to happen.
You think something bad's going to happen?
No, apparently not.
At some point, Kevin Owens swallowed his pride. I mean, it's about survival.
Yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff with this sign. That's the one that shows up to us on camera.
I'm definitely looking forward to that match, which is apparently going to be main eventing night one.
Yeah, I saw highlights of this match.
Yeah, me too.
I tell you right now, they really ratcheted up Rey wanting to smack the shit out of Dominic since he's got the Hall of Fame.
Oh, totally.
They've gone from 1 to 10 in the past couple of episodes.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to Edge and Balor in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, it's only the fourth Hell in a Cell in WrestleMania history.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on.
Ooh, and fight words.
Michael Cole coming out with the hard words.
We got Michael Cole coming
She's
in
a
hot.
loser. Come on.
And tonight, Friday night, Smackdown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save as you buy a lot of home or motorcycle insurance. This is developed as a quite reliable. Of course, Santos Escobar and the respect that he has for the legendary, soon-to-be Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. And of course, Rey picked Santos Escobar when his Mysterio match several weeks ago. Of the distraction. Again, the audacity is in one better last week. It interrupts his father's huge announcement that he was being inducted into the WWE.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool they let Ray make the announcement, too.
Yeah, totally.
This side of the story of the side of the son. But they doubled down on this whole dad, his dad should be in the deadbeat dad hall thing. Now, Rhea is in the ring now, which means if it's tag, well, he's going to be available. Now we have Logan and Rhea. Rhea, of course, they saw the player 2 weeks. Smackdown Women's Championship. And WrestleMania can ill afford a loss here tonight to stop her momentum. Now in the second rope, measuring her opponent with a moonsault. So Lita and Santos are rolling. Can they keep it up here on Friday Night SmackDown?
While Larry was injured and Adam was off making a live show, Paige and I asked David Letterman to Dublin to talk about our songs.
Toronto in the air. Those arches and wigs.
Okay, that looks badass.
12 bold flavors that'll make your taste buds work. What have they been doing all
Too bad that shirt wasn't in my size.
I've been telling everyone, the secret to great teeth is having healthy gums. Crest Advanced Gum Restore detoxifies your local gum line and restores by helping heal gums in as little as 7 days. Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Eno, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also
I would totally wear the shit out of that shirt.
Oh yeah.
But
What shirt? You gotta remember. That shirt. Sorry, I was looking at something else. I was like, I don't get your commercials. Now, see, here's the thing. I've seen very few Dragon Ball Z. So I don't. Is that a quote from the show? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But it's just a badass shirt.
No, I agree. Like it is a pretty badass shirt. Yeah, just like the character of Goku in general.
Huh?
So the character of Goku in general is pretty badass.
Goku's a pansy ass.
Okay.
Gohan's a badass. Well, correction. Teen Gohan is a badass. Then he becomes a pansy ass. You want a badass in that show, you look no further than Vegeta.
Really?
Yeah, he's totally unadulterated badass. There's another shirt here that says, I run because I really like food.
Oh, Jesus. Not wrong there. Oh, my God. Michael Cole is just savage when it comes to Dominic.
Man, I really wish that was bigger. Shit. Was that an Eddie tribute?
Maybe.
That looked like Viva La Raza. I haven't seen anybody other than the Mysterios do Viva La Raza in a long time.
No. If you watch enough wrestling, you'll see people still do it. Like, not everyone, but there's people you can tell are influenced by them or cheap pop sort of thing. But yeah, you still see it like this every once in a while in different places. Yeah.
I really wish we still had a Guerrero wrestling so they could go toe-to-toe with Dominic.
Yeah, I'm surprised that none of like Chavo's kids or anything got into wrestling.
They probably saw what it did to their uncle.
Maybe.
And they didn't want anything to do with it. That was a standing DDT. Holy shit.
Okay, I'm going to go see if that game's downloading. I'll be right back.
All right.
I got paid today and I had a $25 gift card for PlayStation, so I was like, why not? Be the best way to get it.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that tonight.
Well, you have 4, right? You don't have
5. I haven't had the money to buy 5, and they just started coming out regularly. Right? It's hard to find.
Okay.
So no, I just need, once I get enough money though, I'm gonna use my dad's once a month 20% Walmart employee discount. So. Gotta love iced tea. He's gotten to be pretty good as a shit heel.
Your WWE Hall of Famer is nothing but a disrespectful, deadbeat of a father.
What's funny is that, like, literally he has no ground to stand on.
He was never there for me. All the sleepless nights.
Oh boy. That guy ain't down the club. Which is French for someone's in trouble. It's gonna go through my oven.
It's a weird spot for them to go.
Sorry?
That's a weird spot for them to go onto a commercial.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, it gives them time to catch their breath in the ring, I guess.
I mean, I wonder how long that hallway is that Rey Mysterio's walking.
Oh. So it's pretty wild about Trump, eh?
What's that?
It's pretty wild about Trump, eh?
Right?
Never thought.
First it's Putin. Putin is got a warrant out for in worldwide court.
The International Criminal Court or whatever, yeah. Yeah, just wild.
It's gonna be an interesting week.
Yeah.
How do I crop pictures? There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Some of us bitch. There we go. That's it.
Ooh, wow.
What?
I was watching the Brian Taylor Cohen video on it right now. It's just weird to hear, especially coming from Fox News.
Right? That's what makes it all the better.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, I wonder how much crow everybody at Fox is eating right now.
Oh, are you kidding? They're in the middle of a $1.6 billion lawsuit. They're probably eating a lot of crow. Did you know about that? Did you know about that?
No.
Wow, yeah, no, they're in the midst of a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit from Dominion, the voting system. And everything that's been coming out is just shooting them in the foot. Like, they're going to lose the fucking case. Like, they're all on record through text messages, all the hosts saying they know it's bullshit. Even Tucker Carlson's on record via text saying he absolutely despises Trump. Like, it's just they keep shooting themselves in the foot. Rupert Murdoch basically said, like, he knew. They're fucked.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to be an interesting week.
Oh, shit.
I'm not back from commercial yet.
No, not on that. Not on that. No, just on this. What he's supposed to be getting charged with was originally a misdemeanor, but the DA is upped it to an actual proper charge. Okay. Just heard the music for the first time.
Yep, here he comes.
Okay, I just jumped back to the beginning of my live stream, so I just cut it when Dominic's about to talk.
Look at that, Mommy. He actually decided to show up. Do you know how many nights I went without a father? I went a lot of nights. Rhea, can I have a moment with my son, please? Hello? So now that we're in the middle of a ring, you have time for me? Is that how this is gonna go? Where were you when I needed you? All those late nights, huh? But you're so selfish that you took away my WrestleMania moment. Because at the end of the day, you're just a scared, pathetic excuse for a father. And you know what? There's something I want to get off my chest. And the reality is, you're just a piece of... Hey. Basta ya, por favor. Enough, Tom. You want to hear the truth? You want me to give you the truth? You're right. I haven't been the best father in the world. I've missed birthdays. I've missed Christmas, graduations, football games. I know I haven't been there for you all the time. That doesn't take away my love for you, son. I still love you. And whether you believe me or not, you are my world. You are my world, son. But soon, very soon, you'll find out that this business is selfish. And that I make sacrifices so that you, your mom, and your sister can have a life that I only dreamed of.
He's wearing an LWO chain. I dig that.
All the fancy cars, all the brand names, Gucci, Louis, Prada, you name it, Rolly, all of it, yours. Yours. And what would happen every time you would get into trouble? Oh, yeah, the Mysterio man would bail you out.
Ooh.
I can believe that.
Yeah, totally.
Hear me out, son. Hear me out, because I'm really having a hard time coping with all this. I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame. This really hurts. This really hurts, man. I would love nothing more than to have you standing by my side on that stage. Yeah. I thought. Maybe it's too late for that. My biggest regret is what you have become. Tell you what, with someone like you, some ungrateful, disrespectful, pathetic, punk-ass kid called me out at WrestleMania, I would gladly whoop their ass.
Except you.
He's not going to do it tonight, though.
Well, of course not.
No, I mean, like, he's
I like
not.
where everyone's been going with this, where it happens. Except it happens at the Hall of Fame.
There's a lot of people saying that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This will be a build right up to literally the last second.
Yeah.
You're not worth it, son. I'm not going to fight you now. I'm not going to fight you never.
That was a double negative. Ray just did a play on words.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? Huh? Is it because you're doing again what you know how to do best? Run away? Huh? Mr. Future Hall of Famer running away from his own son? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's exactly what I thought. Like I said last week, you're doing the only thing you taught me how to do, and that's what not to be. A scared little man. Come on, Kevin. That's it. That's all you got.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to this, man. I love the Hall of Fame early, but if that happens there.
It makes the Hall of Fame actually feel like it's going to mean something this year.
Oh, well, totally, yeah. I heard about this. It's to get more people on the show instead of Battle Royal, which I like.
What's that?
What about the what they just announced, the fatal 4-way tag team matches for men and women?
Okay.
Mini cards. I think I prefer that over the Battle Royals.
We got a Twitch viewer watching. Only gripe is that I wish creative writers were better. Feel like there's almost no emphasis on story anymore. You apparently haven't been watching the Bloodline storyline play out for the past 2 years.
Well, yeah, it's kind of
the Bloodline storyline is the hottest thing in wrestling right now.
Right, but outside of that, can you really?
I mean, outside of that, I can agree. I mean, but
yeah,
if you're putting all your emphasis on one main storyline that is a 2-year payout,
yeah, which is unfortunately, what Vince's MO for the last decade.
I think probably the only other storyline in WWE, or not WWE, but in wrestling that even remotely holds a candle right now is probably MJF.
Yeah. They also pieced something last night on AEW that plays into basically a storyline that's been around since the beginning. We've had Hangman Adam Page and the Elite.
And we got a response saying there are some stars that I really like that just kind of, disappeared.
Well, yeah, but that's what all comes down to who had the pencil, right? That's why a lot of them disappeared, because they just came out of the schmuck. Only reason they're back now is because Triple H is quote unquote in charge.
Yeah, I mean, you got rid of the creep that was running WWE. And sadly, he feels like he's kind of sort of back.
Yeah.
Which is a goddamn shame. I'll be honest with Asuka. I'm cautiously optimistic that she's going to win the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I've been leaning that way as well.
Bianca's held it now for how long?
Since Mania last year.
Yeah, so I mean, she's been a long-term champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about the Vince thing, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful in the last comment. It wasn't meant to be facetious.
Oh, no, totally.
No, we're not saying that. And I mean, I know sometimes I come off as a dick, and I know that. I'm very, very blunt.
I'm stoned.
Like, I just, and it's not like that was directed at you, that comment about, apparently you have been watching the Bloodline storyline play out.
Yeah.
A lot of people make the comment that you made, and they just latch on to that comment. I'm glad to see that you actually have the open-mindedness to like be like, oh yeah, well there's that, when there's other things on the table that people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll be honest, a lot of us wrestling fans get pigeonholed into one mindset, and that's where we stay, and we will die on that hill.
Yeah, not necessarily.
That's a sad reality of this industry.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true. Like I'm almost like the dude when I look at it. The way I look at it sometimes, it's like it is what it is. I mean, you like it, you don't.
I mean, you and I disagree. I mean, we have conversations throughout the week.
Yeah.
Between episodes, like, it's like, well, this doesn't make sense, and then you're like, oh, well, it's going on because of this, and it's like, well, that still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, of course, and that's the thing about wrestling in general. Is most of the time it doesn't make sense. But that's why we love it, I guess.
Fucking train. The nice thing is I can hear it when it's coming, so.
Yeah, so you can prepare yourself.
They also go on to say, do you remember how many times that Vince left and came back? Also true, but this one was different.
Yeah,
this one was very, very different.
Those were all storyline. Behind the scenes, Vince McMahon has never taken a day off since like the early 80s. Except when he had to have surgery or something. But this is different. Like this was like he resigned and retired and left sort of thing, but then he managed to sneak his way back in like a snake.
This was a borderline steroid scandal 1990s. Could have taken Vince to jail shit. Like
yeah. And I agree with his latest comment here. Like it's hard. Like while the booking in a way has gotten better, in a way it still is the same. It's just through a fresh lens. So I agree with you. Like I've been watching since the Attitude Era. I've been watching a lot longer than that, but I've been a diehard since the Attitude Era. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Like there was a long period of time where I wouldn't be watching SmackDown or Raw, or whatever. And the only reason I knew what was going on is because I was following on Twitter and the dirt sheets and stuff. But that's just because I'm obsessed.
Up until we started doing this,
yeah,
I was not watching the product. I was watching Simon Miller on What Culture Wrestling.
Yeah, and I watched it every day.
That's how I was keeping up. Yeah. I was watching, instead of taking 2 to 5 hours of my life every week and watching the product, I would watch a grand total of maybe 30 to 45 minutes of content from Simon. One, because I like him, because he's super freaking entertaining.
Oh, totally. He's the best. I want to get his 2 + 2 = potato shirt.
I used that on the kids the other day.
Nice.
They went and they said something completely asinine. I said, 2 + 2 = potato. And they're like, it's like, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, to agree, like, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, and the Golden Era, for me, are like my eras that I go back and watch the most stuff from. Particularly Attitude Era, 2000. I'd say 2000 until probably 2008, 2009 was when I was watching all the time. But I have that particular fondness, like Attitude Era. So basically, my particular truth wheelhouse is 2000 to about 2006 ish, around there. Basically, Mania's 16 up to 25.
My go-to period would be, when did Cena take on JBL? What WrestleMania was that?
2005, so it's WrestleMania 21.
All right. So 21. No, I'll take that back. Let's go to 20, because I believe that was the Benoit main event.
Yep.
And we've talked about this at length. It's sad that all Benoit is wiped from existence.
Yeah, but it's a great match if you go back.
I stand by it, and I agree with what Paul Heyman said about Benoit. That clip that I saw on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I was a generational talent. In the ring, he was bar none the best.
Right,
As a person, fuck the guy.
100%.
I mean, and I totally agree with that. If we're looking at just the in-ring abilities, Benoit, hands down on Rushmore. Like, show me a bad Benoit match.
You can't. I can't think of any.
But you can find a bad Flair match. God knows there's been plenty lately.
Yeah,
you can find a bad Triple H match. You can find a bad Shawn Michaels match.
Bad Austin.
Bad Rock. Bad Brock.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was going to say, up until that Saudi show, I would argue that Shawn Michaels never had a bad match. But if you include that one, oh yeah. Like, Ricky Steamboat has never had a bad match that I've seen.
There's a couple I can think of, but I can't think of who they were against. But they were in the Attitude Era when Shawn was all like doped the shit out.
Yeah. Well, he didn't wrestle in the Attitude Era though.
Well, whatever. It was before the whole "Lost My Smile" thing.
Oh, that's New Generation. That's way before that. And that's when people consider, like, his first run. That's when people consider him at his peak.
All right. Next,
and yes, Flair is still Well, he was retired for a long time, but either he did it because he missed it, or more likely he needed the money. He had what was quote unquote Ric Flair's quote unquote last match. It was a big pay-per-view thing. The dummy didn't drink any water leading into the match, so he ended up passing out twice. At one point, somebody thought he was dead. Like, it was a gong show.
But Jeff Jarrett just talked about that on Chris Jericho's podcast.
Yeah, they thought he was dead.
Pretty sure the guy was dead there for a second.
Yeah. And he wants to keep going. It's like, Rick, enough.
Yeah. The Great Muta and Ric Flair are the Brett Favres of the WWE.
Sorry, who and Rick?
Great Muta.
Oh, yeah, but Muta's finally done. He's finally
They were
done.
just talking about that on What Culture Wrestling. They do a morning show.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, he had 5 last matches. And the one he was match 4 and 5 were like 5 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah. I watched most of their stuff as well in the morning. I didn't get a chance to this morning, but yeah, no, I watch all those things. Yeah. That's really the only way I get my wrestling news outside of, like, Sean Ross Sapp and Satin and all those guys on Twitter. But
yeah, this was 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, no, I did watch that, and they're right. Like, it's insane. There was like 5 or 6 final matches.
All right. So the next comment that they put was, since then I've been trying to find some superstars to invest myself in. I mean, like, I have a few. AJ Styles. Happy he's here. His talent was wasted in Impact, I think.
AJ?
I never watched Impact, but I mean, he was champion.
I would, yeah, I was gonna say I would hit back at that because
AJ, he was champion. I do know that.
It's considered one of the cornerstones of TNA. and one of the biggest breakout stars, if not the biggest breakout star, to come from there. So I don't know about that.
Finn Balor has a lot of potential. I agree.
Yeah.
But feel like they're undercrediting him due to his size. Also agree. He also got that stigma, not to his fault, arguably the Seth Rollins' fault, that he got injured when he became the first Universal Champion in WWE. So Finn has got a shitty rap. And I'm hoping that Triple H is trying to fix that. And it seems like he is. I mean, he's in Hell in a Cell with Edge. So at WrestleMania, which is only the 4th Hell in a Cell match in WrestleMania history. So and yes, we just addressed this. Flair is unfortunately still wrestling. He's not officially wrestling now, but give it a month, he'll end up being wrestling again.
Smackdown is in Kansas City, not yet the Rollins, but how about the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, what are we doing here? What, Mahomes is in the building? All right, so I see your new comment. I'm going to wait to put that one up until Soda gets back. Just for the fact of he is a lot more of a wrestling historian than I am. I'm a fan. He is like a novice historian, so I will reserve that comment until he sits down. So we have a response to the AJ Styles conversation. And I was waiting for you to get back.
You're not wrong, in that sense, especially towards the end of his TNA run. Yeah, that is why he left, because he felt like he didn't like his place in the company. That is legit why he left, and I'm glad that he was able to go other places and enhance the legend of AJ Styles, because AJ Styles at the beginning of TNA, like, he was one of the big stars, like him and Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Jeff Jarrett, and America's Most Wanted and Triple X, and yeah, like go back and watch them that stuff. It's but no, I'm glad that he was able to go out of TNA and you're right, find himself, which he did. He's much better now. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, when AJ showed up at Royal Rumble, I knew who AJ was. I heard the name, so I did a little bit of research because I heard some rumblings like he might be coming. It's like, okay, so who is this guy? So I looked him up and I watched some clips, and I'll be honest, even just watching the clips, I was invested. It's like, yes, please bring him to WWE. Please, for the love of God, bring him to the WWE.
When TNA was at its peak, when it was on Spike and all that stuff, I was watching, so I was able to see AJ Styles in those years. So yeah, I knew what he was able to do, and unfortunately, when he left at that time, I wasn't really paying attention to anything outside of WWE. But when I did see stuff, it was like, this is definitely a more experienced and an quote unquote unleashed AJ Styles, and he's all the better for it. And yeah, no, seriously, you can. There's the Impact app. No, I think it's like 10. Well, Canada's $10 a month. I don't know how much it would be in the States. Definitely check it out. Old pay-per-views, matches. They got playlists. A lot of great stuff. A lot of hidden gems.
Yeah. They also want to say they don't want to be locked to old content forever because the news still needs a little work.
No, for sure. But I mean,
we're what? We're not even a year post McMahon.
Yeah.
We really can't say we're post McMahon until he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, like they did a lot. They've done a lot of great things since he's left creative, but there is still a long ways to go before it reaches like the heights of what we love.
He did a lot of damage in 20 years.
Yeah.
He set a precedent for 20 years. And we need to get past the McMahon era. We're in the Triple H era. Hopefully we stay with the Triple H era. We don't go to the Saudi Arabia era. Yet I'm sorry. If WWE gets sold off to the Saudis, I'm done. I'm gone. Like, I'm not.
I know a lot of people who will be.
I will not support that at all. I'm planning on going to WrestleMania next year because it's 3.5 hours away from me. But if they get sold to the Saudis within the year, I ain't going.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a once-in-a-lifetime potential possibility for me and the kids and my wife. I am not supporting that.
No, it's totally fair.
Apparently, that's a hashtag now, post McMahon. We should try to get that one trending.
Give it a shot.
It's because you're a superstar. You're one of the biggest stars here.
And speaking about being stuck with the old stuff, if you're watching SmackDown right now, we're dealing with the old stuff.
With that right there, your SmackDown Women's Championship.
Speaking of hidden gems, can I mention a sad one? As a kid, I adored Jeff Hardy. I really don't know how to even feel about that statement anymore, though.
I mean, yeah, Jeff Hardy made a lot of bad choices.
Yeah, he's definitely a big fall from grace.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And he's had every opportunity given to him. He's held the WWE title. He held the TNA title. He fucked that up royally.
Oh, yeah, that match against Sting. Oh,
he royally fucked that one up. Oh, Dominic, shut up. You're goddamn lucky Andrade isn't there.
Oh, yeah, and of course, Rhea uses him as a shield.
Why do I got a feeling that she's going to get up and just beat her ass?
Oh, yeah. Well, you fucking called it.
I'm telling you, I'm getting good at this shit.
You are.
I don't know where it is, but I was a big Hardy's fan as well. I actually have the necklace. I don't know where it's at, but when I have it, it's going to hang right here. I'm going to hang that bitch right here. I think I might know where it's at, actually. No, it's not.
Oh. Cat fight. Joey Styles. Is that the Hurricane? I think it's the Hurricane. Poor guy, I thought it was the Hurricane, always fixing his hair.
Excuse me, Sammy. A very emotional start to your night when we saw between you, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. Does that affect your headspace ahead of your confrontation with Jey Uso?
One guy that wants to see his brother drove off under the parking lot. Now another guy who wants to see his brother is probably waiting to take me out the second to set foot in that ring. And I don't know, you have people that care about you, that love you.
You know, I think Kevin Owens is back.
You know, so Jey Uso wants to meet with him, fine. Whatever happens next, fine. If I brought all this on myself, it's time for me to handle this by myself. Jey Uso wants me to pull up, fine. It's time to pull up. It's a new day.
Ooh, New Day.
Oh, New Day is on, so maybe we'll get Kofi update.
Yeah, who knows?
It would be nice if we got a double update where it was Kofi and Big E.
Yeah, but there's a rumor that they're all going to be doing something amazing. Who knows? Which I think would be a great place to do an announcement.
So if you like Hardy Boys matches and you like Attitude Era, I would say watch every Hardy's Boy match with Dudley's and with Edge and Christian.
That era. And then there's a match they did actually they did it like 2 days before they returned at WrestleMania 34 against the Young Bucks. It's a ladder match, I believe, and Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Sting was pretty pissed about that match. The one that Jeff Hardy came in completely high and whatever the hell else out of his mind. Sting's still pissed about that. Yay. Starting to see more 60s. Spring is coming.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Court Explorer. Want you to have to rest? It's up to you. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. And I can see through this, some must be behind. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. It's Kofi Kingston. What's he doing up here? He never touches the car when he sees the ring. Oh, yes. those aren't just any wigs. Yeah, they're nothing but the classic wigs from Wingstop. One of 12 bold flavors that'll make your taste buds wonder what have they been doing all this time. Order 20 wigs with a full court meal at Wingstop.com.
Yes, it's now an actor who thinks that his initial empire continued since the victim of a hate crime.
I've been truthfully inconsistent. I haven't seen a letter since day one.
Most folks out here have opportunity on this man.
So I thought my local theater was going to be playing Scream this weekend, but it turns out I was mistaken. I was looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, well, we bailed on 65.
Oh?
Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
It will probably be Adam Driver's worst movie ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never bailed on a movie before. Never walked out of one in the theater.
All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, still currently downloading. It's at like 8%.
So it went. The budget was $91 million. The final cost is $45 million.
Oh wow! I gotta go to the bathroom. BRB.
The box office is $25.1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's reports coming out that this guy, is in for a big push after Mania.
Oh, I believe it. I feel it. Also, should I feel stupid about saying that I wasn't expecting Cody Rhodes to join the WWE? I thought that was a shocker. I'm trying to remember the timeline and how that all went down. I feel like there was some trouble in Denmark in the AEW side before the WWE door started to creep open. Because if I remember the timeline, and when Soda gets back, I'll verify it with him. But if I remember the timeline correctly, now mind you, I really haven't been into AEW material yet. I did watch the last pay-per-view, which was really, really good. So I might actually start watching some AEW product. Cody was an EP or an EVP. Then Tony Khan went and basically took full control of the company, which in turn pissed Cody off. And his wife left, and then he went without a contract for a long time. And then that led into WrestleMania, if I remember the timeline correctly. I could be off on that. Or I could be off on the details completely. Well, the reason why they did that to him, because they did the same thing to Cena. There's a story about Cena when they were at Madison Square Garden. Cena was out with a pec tear. Similar, very, very similar injury, if not the same injury that Cody just suffered here and came back from pre-Royal Rumble. But Cena comes back. It is one of my favorite clips of even in the Vince era, like ever. Number 30 hits for Royal Rumble, and Cena's music hits. And everybody's caught off guard because Cena's supposed to be out maybe a month before WrestleMania is supposed to happen that year. So everybody's not expecting Cena at all. The story goes that Vince went and smuggled Cena in the back of his limo, in the trunk of the limo. Cena remained in that trunk all but 5 minutes before he was to go out in the ring. He was already in his gear and everything. He was just basically chilling for 3 or 4 hours in the fucking trunk of Vince's limo. And he came out and nobody knew he was there. Absolutely nobody knew. They tried doing that with Edge.
Okay, what did you waiting for me for?
Huh?
I heard you say you were waiting for me.
We're talking about how when Cody came back from WrestleMania last year.
Yep.
How he was like, get on the elevator, don't talk to anybody, just go. Well, I was saying about how this story with Cena at Royal Rumble happened.
You talking when he returned from his injury? Yeah, nobody knew. Nobody knew.
He was hiding in Vince's limo trunk.
Nope, the only person who put Vince and probably a couple other people knew. And actually, it was funny. Same thing happened with Adam.
No, I think Vince was the only one that knew.
Oh, I'm sure like 1 or 2 other people knew.
But if there was anybody else that knew, it was maybe Stephanie.
Probably Stephanie or Hunter. No, it
was Triple H.
Hunter was in the ring. He didn't know.
Triple H was in the ring.
Yeah, but no, what's funny is actually that recently happened with Adam Cole because he returned from a massive concussion, and nobody knew he was there until he walked into Gorilla.
Yeah. And those are the best ones.
Right.
Those are.
Yeah.
I can think of another one.
The Hardy Boys were the same thing, but if you followed the dirt sheets, you had an idea. But when the Hardy Boys returned to 34, it was the same thing. That's
I was just going to say that because the Hardy Boys were up for contract, and they were bouncing between Japan and America there for like 2 months. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we're in Tokyo on Saturday before WrestleMania, so we won't be there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
Well, they wrestled that match against the Young Bucks, the ladder match. And then like 2 days later, they were in another ladder match for the Raw Tag Team titles at WrestleMania and won.
Yeah. So, yeah. But... This comment, the what the fuck comment, is the Cena story about him being in Vince's trunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's legit a true thing. Like because Triple H is in the ring. You look up.
Yeah.
What year was that? That was 2008, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was what he won for 24. So yeah, no, you could watch Triple H go, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, what are you doing here? And then you see Cena going, "All healed up, baby, all healed up."
And that was when like the Super Cena nickname came out because he did the same thing after breaking his neck. He came back really fast.
Yeah, that's where he got the nickname Super Cena.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, we're talking about Cody Rhodes. Is how we kind of went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Now, I was trying to do this by memory. I don't know if I have my details right. Maybe I have the story completely wrong. But they said about they were surprised about Cody coming back. Thought it was a real shocker. If I remember correctly, the way that timeline happened was when AEW started, Cody was EVP, correct?
Yep. He was EVP right up to the end.
Tony, no, I thought Tony went so this is why I needed you.
He never lost the titles. While Tony Khan did take over the book. When it started, it was a lot more of like booking by committee. But by the time Cody left, Tony Khan was running the book, but they were all still EVPs. They just didn't have anything to do with creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the way I was hearing the story was Tony went and took all control. Cody got pissed off, didn't renew the contract, was wrestling without a contract. I don't know if you can even hear me right now, so I'll wait.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. But he was wrestling without a contract. Then he just drug it out until WrestleMania and then showed up. That's how I remember the timeline happening, because his wife left first, if I remember correctly. And then Cody followed suit.
It's sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more. It's all about opportunity to battle for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Will it be LA Knight, Kevin Owens, or Xavier Woods or McIntyre or Sheamus? There's a problem with the WWE. Any of these
Okay, so yeah, I did hear everything you said. So some of what you said, yeah, it's like he did basically wrestle without a contract for the last little while. His final match against Sammy Guevara, the ladder match. Oh my god! And it's one of the crispest springboard cutters I've ever seen happen. And it happened from the top of the ladder. But no, you're right. And then he left, and of course everyone knew he was going back to WWE. Like, it was a friggin' given. But the way he said the tournaments happened there, basically it was Bruce and Vince that flew to see him, and to him and some stuff, and then it happened from there, and then he showed up. Nobody, I don't know if nobody knew, but yeah, from there. But the stuff about how Tony Khan taking full control, whatever, like, that's partially true. Nobody really knows how all that went down, but I mean, that is actually what happened. He ended up solely with the book, for the better, some would argue. But yeah,
I'm thinking back on like funny moments from WWE that I've seen. Probably there's two. One involves a fan. And that's when they ran in front of Batista and goes, oh, yeah. Next stage. That was awesome. Batista's look on his face was priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just shakes his head and he just starts laughing. What do you do?
Right.
Then really funny moment is it was the latest run I should say latest run. Second to last run of DX.
Okay.
Where they're backstage and they're like, I'm trying to remember, was it Coachman that was their antagonist at the time? And they're like, yeah, Coach thinks that you're not controversial enough. Triple H says this to Shawn.
Yeah. And
he goes, not controversial enough. Not controversial enough. Have you met me? Do you know what I've done? I put people through glass pane windows. I did the Montreal job. He goes, what's your name? He goes, Stan. He super kicks him.
Yeah.
He goes, I just kicked Stan. Is that not controversial enough? And he just starts going off. He's running down the hallway. And he just super kicks the next person, papers go flying. Super kicks the next person, papers go flying. And then Triple H goes, "Oh, I don't know if that's controversial, but it sure is funny."
Yeah. One of my favorites is when Titus O'Neil tripped going down the ring of the Greatest World.
Oh, yeah. Titus World Slide.
Yep, that was a good one.
And what made it better is the commentating team couldn't hold their shit together.
Yeah.
Vince was, Vince was dying.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine all of the gorilla position just.
If I would have been there, I would have needed the nearest bathroom, like in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, such great shit.
And bar none, holds no candle, the scariest moment. Jerry Lawler's heart attack.
Oh, yeah. I was not watching live that night, but yeah.
That's scariest moment.
Yeah.
Not even a question. Because and I would put Owen Hart up there, but we didn't see Owen happen.
Yeah.
We saw Jerry happen.
Mm-hmm. And heard it, too, because he started
and we heard it. And it was... I looked at my late wife and was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And she goes, what? And I said, something's wrong with Jerry.
Yeah.
And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, did you not just hear that? And then Michael's like, we need medical now. Like, like you want to, that will forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget that.
Yep. I 100% believe it. That's one of those like shit got real moments. And
it ended Michael Cole's heel run real fucking quick.
The heel at that time, and that just flipped that all around.
That killed that real fucking quick. I think that killed a storyline faster than Benoit's murder suicide.
Wow.
Because that reaction was in real time, where the Benoit one was delayed 36 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, no worries. Make your money where you make your money. They apologized, said that they're back, that they're working from home. You do you to pay your bills.
Lucky you, my dude. Lucky you.
You can always watch this on replay.
Mm-hmm. If you won't have the great interaction with us.
But we are addressing your comments. It's actually nice to have somebody like talking to us instead of us talking to each other.
Yeah. I see no Larry tonight.
Shadow, you coming? Come here. You gotta make your appearance. Come here. Come on. Shadow, come. Hey. Come here. Fine. There we go. Hang on. They can't see it. No, come here. Come. Fine. Hugs. Where you going? You're being shy tonight. Shay. She ain't playing tonight.
Cool. Okay, so just to recap there, basically, he did stay up until just past his contract and ended. Did that really great match with Sammy Guevara. Then he disappeared for a few months, and that's when he ended up in WWE. But apparently, the story is it was actually Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon that flew and talked to him, so the other way around. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I had part of the story right, but not the whole story right. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm still learning Twitch. I don't know if you can watch stuff on Twitch on replay, but if not, you can always find this on YouTube as well and go back and if you know where you missed things, then you can watch them and watch those pieces on YouTube as well. I don't know if Twitch lets you do that or not. I'm still learning Twitch.
I don't think it does. I think it disappears after a couple days.
Yeah, his music is pretty badass.
And the fact that it carried over to WWE.
Yeah, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. It would happen more often.
I'm still, and I know your thoughts on this, but I'm still on this mountain, and I'm not willing to get off of it yet.
Okay.
I still feel like CM Punk's coming back the night after WrestleMania.
I don't.
I do. I have that feeling. If Cult of Personality plays the night before WrestleMania, that's going to be amazing.
I will be as happy as the next guy. But there's too much healing that needs to be done before that ever would ever happen.
I'm still holding out hope for that because I either want that or I want him to do a real final run in AEW.
Mm-hmm. That's more likely.
I want either one of them. Yeah, I know he's toxic. Yeah, I know he's nuclear. But I want to see him work with a lot of the talent over there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see him work with a lot of the talent over here. Because the landscape's changed tremendously in WWE since he's been gone.
But him and Hunter have never liked each other. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people that could benefit from the in-ring workers working in-ring with Punk. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, and I get that there's a rift between him and Hunter. But let's be honest here. If it wasn't for Hunter, we wouldn't have got Bret Hart back.
Right.
We wouldn't have Bruno Sammartino.
But there's one thing that those guys don't have that Punk has. And Punk was released from his WWE contract on his wedding day.
Well, that was Vince. That wasn't Triple H. That was Vince being a dick.
Still the company. And Punk holds grudges.
That was just Vince being fucking Vince. Because Vince doesn't like anybody being happy other than himself.
Yeah, no, you're right on that, but Punk still holds a grudge.
And, I mean, I can't blame him. If somebody did that to me on my wedding day, I'd be royally pissed too, and I wouldn't be forgiving it.
Yeah, same here.
CM Punk is literally a walking attitude era.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong. We will give you that.
My favorite match and program of last year was him and MJF. That match, that dog collar match, oh my God. Great match.
I don't know. I feel like both times that Punk's tried to get something going, he's gotten shit on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from both ends. I mean, this time it was his fault.
Oh, totally.
He should not have opened his mouth like he did.
I think a lot of people are in agreement on that.
And I won't deny that. He should not have said remotely half the shit that he said.
Agreed.
He was asked a simple question that required a simple answer instead of going on a tirade. His pipe bombs are hella legendary. Yeah, but again, they get him in a lot of shit.
I had fallen off of wrestling for a little bit around that time, but that pipe bomb from 2011 brought me back.
Well, that pipe bomb was also scripted, and it was completely approved.
Well,
just completely approved.
Said, here's the mic, say whatever you want. That's about the extent of the approved of it got.
And they had a white-hot opportunity to keep Punk off of wrestling TV all summer.
They screwed that up.
And they should have. They should have kept the WWE title in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand why they didn't do that. They should have. That was a perfect build. They had to do nothing for that. Cena, you are the whatever champion, because Punk's gone. He doesn't exist. He's gone. So you remain our champion. And then you have Punk just kind of waiting somewhere in the shadows, and he shows up like 3 weeks before SummerSlam.
Yeah, no, it was dumb. But because Vince McMahon has the memory of a goldfish. The Vince's fan of a goldfish. Sorry.
Oh yeah, but that's true.
Eddie's, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed the grass, remove the weeds or wrangle those leaves. Go to the best place that can use
So Akuma, if you have Twitter, find me on Twitter. Go to just look up Hoto Nerd Pod, and then hit me with a tweet that says hashtag post McMahon. Just whatever you want to do for a tweet, just hashtag it post McMahon. I want to see if we can get that trending, just for the hell of it.
Hey there, you want to get that trending?
Granted, I don't think that it will.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know if you play the games, but the last one that was released, I bought the NWO for Life Edition. I tried to use the image import export and just got infinite loading screen.
So
I haven't played a wrestling game in God. When was the last Raw versus Smackdown? That's the last one I played.
2012, 2011.
Yeah, that's the last one I played. This will be a you question.
I'm a glutton for punishment. I played them every year, pretty much. I did buy last year's NWO edition. However, I rage quit the game after trying to spend an hour playing that Money in the Bank match and just getting pissed off. And then actually what's funny is right now I'm downloading 2K20, the new one, 2K20. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, I won't be able to play until after I do my live show tonight. But that, yeah, I'll probably be up to about midnight. Looking up the features, probably creating a guy like I normally do.
I feel like we're going to get a dirty finish here.
Yeah, I could see it being a schmoz finish as well.
I see Emporium getting involved and making it a triple threat match.
God, that would be so good. Yeah, it just came out this week. And apparently, that's the thing. Apparently, this one's pretty good. I hope to God they fix that Money in the Bank game mechanic.
I'll be really curious to see how Money in the Bank goes over in London this year.
Oh, like after Clash of the Castle, I can see it going over huge.
I'll probably buy it too. I'm a glutton just like you. Just remember 2K20.
See, and here's the thing: like I don't do online gaming, so for me, 2K20, I actually enjoyed. I really liked that story mode. But I understand, like for online gamers and stuff, I totally get it. But I mean, for what I do with those games, it didn't bother me. Oh, and what's beauty about this one, since I'm assuming this first time you heard of it, the showcase mode in this is different. It's John Cena's showcase, but you're going through his greatest losses and you're playing as his opponents.
Yeah, you said that was happening before.
Yeah, so you'd be playing as Rob Van Dam against Cena in CW One Night Stand 2006. That type of stuff. My dog really likes to lick my fingers. I don't know. I don't remember that one. See, to be honest, the game rarely glitched on me.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing about that incident. Big man slapping man meat right now.
Basically.
Headbutt. That looked like a modified brogue kick, or was that just a high knee?
That was a high knee. My dog is so soft right now. I'm not looking forward to giving him a haircut.
Oh, that was a good spot.
And let me
guess.
Double count out.
Yeah, I could see that being out of his
Somebody called it on What Culture?
Yeah, wasn't it Adam?
It might have been, yeah.
All right. He's a heel, but you got to give the guy props there. He wants an
Totally. I would love to see him Cody at SummerSlam. Like, that would be a great matchup. Gunther has gone through an amazing transformation. I don't know if you saw when he began, but he looked like me.
What's that?
I don't know. Have you ever seen pictures of Gunther's transformation?
Yeah.
Like from when he first started, he was built like us.
Yeah.
With, like colored hair and stuff. And now look at him.
Here's another one for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't remember that. That's from an older game. I actually don't remember that one. Yeah, I'm debating what to do first when I play it tonight. Like, obviously, I'm going to go through and see what all the new entrances are and the legends and shit. And, like, that just want to do that. I don't know if I should just them out of my... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go into my rides. Because this year, you can actually take your character that you create in there and import it over. So I'm going to be the big soda.
Yeah, here we go.
Your actions not telling a completely different story. Therefore, Luther, I am left with no choice. I am making it official. You will defend the Intercontinental
There we go.
against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in a triple threat match.
And then he brought it on himself. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Got 22%. Yeah, I don't even know who the hell was all announced this year. Like, this is one of the few times where I never paid attention to that.
How do you spell McIntyre? Is it M-A-C or M-C?
Well, give me a second. I just have to be on Twitter. MC.
M-C-I-N-T-Y-R-E?
Yeah. M-C-I-N-T-Y-R-E, correct.
All right. I'm going to have to add that to our... And just because I'm going to add Rey Mysterio versus Dominic, because we must be honest.
That's a given.
I'm working on our document for matches.
Gotcha.
Here's another one for you.
So, yeah, that's actually something I've been thinking about doing. But I don't know how to do it. So that's the problem. I don't know how to do it with my PS4.
You should just be able to press the share button on a controller.
Oh, probably. I've just never done it.
And if your PS4 is connected to your Twitch or to your YouTube, you can pick either option.
It might be. Yeah, I'll contemplate about it. If I'm ever up late at night and stoned out of my gourd, yeah, I might. Just follow. Yeah. Just follow me at soda_the_saxman. If I put it on, if I do ever do it, I'll probably announce it there. Because like I said, I am launching a wrestling channel in a couple weeks, and I'm actually talking to my cohort in that show after I'm doing a show with him tonight. So I'll actually bring that up, see if he'd be interested in streaming.
You should get your other companion and get him on here when we're doing this.
I would, but it's actually kind of tough for him because he is he's a delivery driver, so his hours aren't always the same. He just happens to be off when we're, yeah, that's the thing. Like there are some weeks where we have to pre-record our show because we used to do it live.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do a show with someone over in the Middle East. We've done it before, but it's a 12-hour spread, or no, 11-hour spread. So
well, trust me, I know. I do a show with someone from Israel.
So
I get it.
You know the struggle.
And he's 10 hours ahead.
Yeah, right now with me, I'm still in training, but I'm on the back end of it.
Well, that's good.
So I just did my first 4:30 in the morning route.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, but the good news is I was home by 3.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm off at 3 normally myself, which is nice.
It just sucks because I'm in bed by, I'm thinking about going to bed after we're done.
Yeah, that is true. That is the downfall. You're ready to go to bed early, but
all right, here we go with Sammy.
At this point in my life, I'm cool with that.
You know what? Just because I'm gonna put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I could see KO returning tonight. All right, let's watch. He's gonna take his ass kicking.
I got a job to do tonight, but you're about to hear this. From day one, I didn't like you. From day one, I didn't trust you. Didn't know that. I didn't want you around my family at all. But then, you got the weeks in me. They start liking you. Jimmy like you. Solo like you. Wise man like you. Hell, even the trouble cheap like you, but not me. Not me, Sammy. As a boy, I always thought it was my job to protect my family and not real today. Tell me where the aim I'm shooting. So the one time I put my guard down and somebody walked on around me, what you do? You were training. You were embarrassing. You were being stupid in front of the whole damn world, Sammy.
Ow!
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too.
Somebody said I second guess myself all the time. She might be right, but I know one thing from day one, you have always been a fake ass witch. So what happened next, Sammy? What happened next? I ain't got no choice. No, that's a lie. You keep saying that you got no choice. Guess what, Jay? You had a choice since day one, and you choose to take Roman Reigns' abuse over and over and over. That's your choice. I'm glad you don't want this family. I love the family. You understand? I'm only going to take that every week the way you did, Jay. You keep choosing it. I don't think you're mad at me, Jay. I think you're mad at yourself.
Rude. You're
just mad. You didn't come into it first.
It's true. There's a lot of nuances in his journey in the last couple of years.
Yeah. He's even had a couple matches against Roman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see Kevin Kingston.
The rest of the bloodline, yep, there they go. There's the Usos. And, well, Sammy's going to get his ass handed to him, and then Kevin's going to come out for the save.
Maybe Cody.
You and I both called it.
You can tell I've watched a lot of wrestling in my life.
Yeah. Behind you. Stunner. Speaking of stunners, any word on Stone Cold?
No. I'm sure he'll be there, but I don't think he'll be having a match.
Yeah, I guess Screaming Adam's going to work.
Ric Flair recently said that, yeah, he wants to compare. He considers KO the modern day Mick Foley.
What's that?
Ric Flair has said that he considers KO to be the modern day Mick Foley. Oh, get it out. Oh, get it out. Yeah!
There's Cody.
Yep. Yeah. Like a proud. Yeah, I love this.
They're kind of almost like the anti-bloodline at this point.
In a way, yeah. This is good shit.
Now you gotta say it right. You gotta do it in Vince's voice. This is good shit.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. About time. All right, man. I'm gonna hop off because I'm gonna go relax for a bit. I've pretty much been on the go since 6 o'clock this morning, so I'm gonna still have one more show to do.
All right.
Yeah, man. Talk to you. I should be good to do it on Monday. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Yeah, I'm off on Monday, so I'll be able to too.
Okay, man. All right. We'll see you later.
Yep. All right, Akuma. Nice talking to you. We do this every Monday, Friday. Every Raw, every SmackDown. If we don't do it, we announce it prior. For anybody else that ends up watching this and gets to this point in the video, we do announce prior if we're going to have a schedule conflict or we're having technical issues or whatnot. Best place to get those announcements is on my Twitter page, which is at Hotel Nerd Pod. That's the best place to get up-to-date information on streams. So until Monday, we unless I start streaming Hogwarts Legacy, which I might this weekend, I don't know. We will talk to you Monday. And have a good night.